Hi, Dr. Bob here with instructional videos on low-fat yoga. Low-fat yoga is exercise designed to strengthen your core in a seated position. We spend a lot of time in a seated position, whether we're driving or working in front of our computers, and having strong core is really very important. This is to supplement all of the rehab exercises that we're doing within the office, and that's why I'm presenting this today. We're going to start with, there are three particular programs or steps. The first step is Low-Fat Yoga 1. And that takes place in a seated position. Get towards the edge of the seat. Now remember, most seat pans are reclining. They're sit back in this position. If literally I'm sitting for my entire day in this position, slumped over a computer, what's going to happen? Try and take a deep breath. It's hard to do. But if I'm up in an upright position, shoulders back, strong posture in my back, or position in your back, now I'm in a position where I can take a deep breath. Okay. So, first step is to get ourselves into control over the pelvic musculature. Remember, when we talk about core, most of us think about, the six-pack. Well, in my case, it's a keg. But think about the six-pack abdominals. But really, the abdominal muscles are only 1/4 of the core. We have the abdominal muscles, we have the posterior spinal muscles and multifidi, which are smaller muscles within the spine to control the muscles of the spine. And then we also have the diaphragm, which forms the superior border. And then we have the most important, which is the inferior border, because everything sits on top of that. So when we take a look at our spines, we want to be in a position where we can get into that neutral position. Get to the edge of the seat. And the first thing we're going to do with this exercise is really just get control of the muscles. If we don't have control over muscles, we can't strengthen them. So the first thing I want you to do is you're going to rock your pelvis all the way back, and then you're going to rock it all the way forward. And then we're going to rock all the way back, and rock it all the way forward. And again, that's the initial part. Your head should stay in a neutral position. Be careful not to rock back or forward, but your head should actually be going up and down, because your head's going to want to maintain its position over your pelvis in order to maintain balance. So that's the very first exercise you're going to do. You're going to do every exercise we're going to do in 3 sets of 10. The next exercise is marching. We're going to again go back into our first set, which is rocking, getting to our neutral position. Then we're going to march in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the next exercise. The third exercise, or third part of this particular exercise, is legs straight out. So we're now going to put our legs straight out and back to the center. Straight out, back to center. We'll do that in 10 sets as well. Now, if you have a problem extending your leg, you're getting pain in your low back, then just put your heel out. Okay? And then heel out back to the center. Remember, during any of these exercises, especially during your initial acute stage, if you develop significant pain or acute pain, stop the exercises and call me. The third level of this, or actually the fourth step in this first level, is transition from what we call cross crawl, being able to get 2 hemispheres of your brain working together. We know that the right side of your body controls the left side is controlled by the left side of your brain, and vice versa. And what we want to be able to do is coordinate that. So the exercise is, again, getting back into your neutral position, arms straight out, Saturday Night Fever, and opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay? So that's the first set of low-fat yoga in order to maintain your core musculature, and we're going to do that 3 sets of 10, once to twice a day. Best done first thing in the morning, and probably right before you leave work. Okay? The second component of low-fat yoga, we'll talk about that, really is taking the abdominal muscles and isometrically contracting them, and then following that same sequence. Okay? Any questions on the exercise, please send me an email. It's drbbob@drbobrosenberg.com. Watch for our third Wednesday live at 12:15, where we'll have an opportunity to answer those questions live. Dr. Bob Rosenberg, be well.